That's My Grandma is the first segment in the fourth episode of the 20th season of Arthur. And in this one, Grandma Thora, at DW's suggestion, babysits Emily one day. And Emily has a fantastic time. And DW's a little bit jealous because instead of doing her special Grandma Thora cooking, she gets pizza for Emily. And they watch things that DW hasn't seen yet. And suddenly all of the kids want Grandma Thora to babysit them, and that's exactly what happens. And she starts to babysit Visita and other children, and DW becomes really jealous because they're spending time with her grandmother. And I imagine this is exactly what I'd feel like in that situation. I feel like if you love your grandmother and you start to see other children spending time with them and them treating them not necessarily better than they treat you, but for example, they had pizza with Emily because it's probably a safer option than trying one of Grandma Thora's cooking, whereas if you're the grandchild, you're kind of obligated to try your family's cooking experiments. And I can imagine it would be quite hurtful and maybe even distressing, and it seems like Grandma Thora doesn't have time to babysit DW anymore, which really hurts her. How is she going to resolve this? Well, DW does have a tactic. Whether or not it works, I'm not going to say, but it was definitely in true DW style. I thought it was a pretty decent episode, and I think it really got the message home that, yeah, Grandma Thora might babysit other children, but at the end of the day, DW is the grandchild, and that makes her so much more special than the other children to Grandma Thora, and that's something that's always worth remembering. I don't know, I've never been in this particular situation. My grandmother was actually a dinner lady at school when I was younger, not at my school, at a different school, primary school, or she was a dinner nanny, not somebody who was behind the counter, but you know, the ones who are like in the playground. I don't know, it wasn't at my school, so I'm not entirely sure, but occasionally other children would smile and say hello to her when we were out in the street, and it was a little bit weird. And now it felt a bit peculiar. So I can only imagine what DW felt like. I'd love to know what you think of this episode. It's never going to be a personal favourite, but it was okay.